Walking the streets of Webster Grove in the early hours of the morning. It's quiet. The only sound is the buzzing of the streetlights and my own footsteps. But somewhere, someone has already started making dough and tempering a wood oven. I don't know if it's my intuition or my sense of smell. I can't help but feel drawn towards a corner storefront. It's 4:30 in the morning here at Webster Grove. I mean, we're literally the only ones in town right now. The aroma coming from the Balkan Treatbox, unbelievable. And they're already working away. I'm gonna have to go in there and check it out. As a chef, I need to stay curious in order to evolve. For me, that means looking beyond a great meal to learn more about who made it and what inspires them to cook. Every great city has great food. I'm going on a journey around the world right here in St. Louis to find good food and experience other cultures. I'm on a quest to find passionate chefs who cooks from the heart. Because food is love.
It's gonna be delicious.
Food is love. Love your food. Long before the sun crests the famous St. Louis skyline, they are hard at work here. Lauren and Edo Nalik own and operate the trending lunch spot, the Balkan Treatbox. They have created a menu that encapsulates the best parts of street foods from the Balkans. These two spend their early mornings making and weighing out dough, then baking it in a wood oven they built to replicate the bread of Edo's motherland, the former Yugoslavia. But the story of how the Balkan Treatbox came to be is about more than just bread. In fact, you might even say it's a love story. It's the story of how Lauren, a St. Louis native with a diverse culinary background, met Edo, a Bosnian immigrant to St. Louis, and how together they gave birth to a growing phenomenon known as the Balkan Treatbox.
Thank you.
Okay.
My Viking friend.
No, this is like perfect. This is just how my childhood right here. The dough, early in the morning. The bread is the heart and the soul of what you're doing, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now say again how you say this. Somos?
Somun.
Somo?
Somun.
Somun.
Somun, yeah. It's a Turkish last name. Written records, they date back to the 1500s. They say that it was made in Sarajevo by a man named Somun. Sole purpose for it was for it to be baked quick to feed the masses.
And fittingly, that's what they do here. They feed the masses. But how did Somun, from half around the world, come to find its way here in St. Louis? Bosnians like Edo, driven from their country during breakup of Yugoslavia, started relocating to St. Louis in the 90s.
For me, the best stuff to eat is a hot somun and some kaymak. It's something like comforting about buying fresh bread made that day. I was 10 years old when the war began. I do sometimes miss my home.
The community here is pretty big. I mean,
Yeah, up to 70,000 Bosnians in St. Louis. They started coming in 93, few families, you know, and then throughout the 90s up into like 2000, 2001. I think 98 was the largest influx.
Fast forward to today, the St. Louis neighborhood of Bevo is known as Little Bosnia. You know what, I wonder if we can go into the Bosnian Chamber of Commerce, if there's somebody there. This is so cool, you know, we are exploring Bosnian food in St. Louis. There's so much to see here, not only exploring the food, you know, go and experience a different culture. There's a lot of Bosnians living here. The community is referred to as Little Bosnia. This is a replica of a fountain there is in Sarajevo. It's called a Sibila. In fact, when they dedicated this in 2013, the Bosnian president at the time came here to the groundbreaking. That speaks to the community of Bosnians we have here in St. Louis, the biggest community outside of Bosnia. This shows if there is anywhere to find good Bosnian cuisine outside of Bosnia, it would be right here in St. Louis. A phone call to our friend Ido, and he arranged for us to meet his former employer and pillar of the Bosnian community to learn more about the Sibil and how so many Bosnians came to live here.
People of Bosnian community give the money to build that monument. It's exact replica of Sebil in Sarajevo.
Okay.
So that this was our gift to city of St. Louis for their hospitality to us for 250th birthday.
This is Sadik, owner of Taft Street Restaurant, a Bosnian refugee who, like many others, built a new life in St. Louis after leaving his home country in the aftermath of political breakdown and war.
We came with nothing.
Yeah.
I have a $58 US dollars when I come in United States. I'm coming from a town that have about 2,200 people in 1991. Right now, I'm maybe 180.
180?
We have 3 times more houses than people. A lot of young people die.
Yeah.
A lot of young people die. Innocent, a lot of lives destroyed.